Most people think discipline is something you either have or you don't, like talent, like intelligence, like luck. They look at successful people and assume they were born different, more focused, more motivated, more mentally strong. But discipline is not a personality trait. It's a system. And the reason most people never build it is because they completely misunderstand how it actually works. They wait to feel ready. They wait to feel inspired. They wait for motivation to appear. And when it doesn't, they assume something is wrong with them. The truth is much more uncomfortable. Discipline doesn't come from feeling good. It comes from acting when you don't feel like it. Your brain is designed to avoid effort and seek comfort. That's not a flaw. That's survival wiring. In the past, conserving energy meant staying alive. Today, that same mechanism keeps you scrolling, procrastinating, and choosing short-term pleasure over long-term growth. You are not lazy. You are simply following a brain that was never designed for modern life. The first step to building discipline is understanding that willpower is not reliable. It fluctuates. It depends on sleep, mood, stress, environment, and emotional state. If you rely on willpower, you will always lose to your habits. Discipline is not about forcing yourself. It's about removing friction from good behaviors and adding friction to bad ones. If junk food is easier to access than healthy food, you will eat junk. If your phone is closer than your notebook, you will scroll. If Netflix opens in one click and your goals require 10 steps, you already know which one wins. Most people try to become disciplined without changing their environment. That's like trying to stay dry while standing in the rain. Your environment is your real discipline. The next thing people misunderstand is motivation. Motivation is not something you wait for. It's something you create through action. When you start working, your brain releases dopamine, not before, after. The act of starting is what creates motivation, not the other way around. That's why the hardest part is always the first 5 minutes. Your brain exaggerates the pain of starting and underestimates the satisfaction of progress. It tells you the task will be boring, heavy, exhausting, but once you're inside it, the resistance disappears. Discipline is not about doing everything. It's about starting something. Most people fail because they aim for perfection. They design extreme routines. They promise themselves they will wake up early, train daily, study for hours, read books, build a business, and become a new person overnight. That identity shift is too big. The brain resists drastic change. The real path to discipline is starting small but never skipping. 2 minutes of work every day beats 2 hours once a week. The goal is not intensity, it's consistency. Your brain builds identity through repetition. Every time you show up, even in a minimal way, you reinforce the belief, I am someone who follows through. And identity is the core of discipline. You don't become disciplined by forcing behavior. You become disciplined by becoming the type of person who acts even when it's uncomfortable. Most people think discipline means being harsh with yourself, but real discipline is not aggressive. It's strategic. It's understanding your weaknesses and designing around them instead of pretending they don't exist. If you know you procrastinate at night, you schedule important tasks in the morning. If you know social media distracts you, you block it. If you know you avoid hard work, you make it the first thing you do. You don't fight your brain, you outsmart it. One of the biggest lies about discipline is that it means doing things you hate. In reality, discipline is choosing what you value more. It's not about suffering, it's about priorities. You either choose short-term comfort or long-term freedom. You either choose easy today or better tomorrow. And every small decision is a vote. Every time you hit snooze, you vote for comfort. Every time you open Instagram instead of your goals, you vote for distraction. Every time you avoid what matters, you reinforce the identity of someone who escapes. Discipline is built through awareness of these micro-decisions. Most of your life is not shaped by big choices. It's shaped by the small ones you repeat without thinking. And the final piece that most people never realize, discipline is emotional regulation. People don't quit because tasks are hard. They quit because emotions are uncomfortable. Boredom, anxiety, fear of failure, self-doubt. These emotions trigger escape behaviors: scrolling, eating, sleeping, procrastinating, avoiding. Discipline is not controlling your actions. It's learning to sit with uncomfortable emotions without running away. The person who can stay present while feeling bored will outperform the person who needs constant stimulation. The person who can work while feeling insecure will outperform the person who waits to feel confident. The person who can act without feeling ready will outperform everyone. Discipline is not about becoming stronger, it's about becoming calmer. When you stop negotiating with your emotions, discipline becomes natural. You don't ask yourself if you feel like it, you ask yourself if it aligns with the life you want. And slowly, quietly, without noticing, your behavior changes. Not because you became superhuman, but because you stopped lying to yourself. Discipline is not a personality trait. It's a lifestyle designed around reality, not fantasy. And once you build it, everything else becomes easier. Discipline doesn't come from watching videos. It comes from what you do after the video ends. So, here's your challenge. Pick one habit, just one, something small but meaningful, and commit to doing it every day for the next 30 days. Not perfectly, just consistently. No 0 days. Because once you prove to yourself that you can follow through, your entire self-image shifts, and that's where real change begins. Subscribe for more content on mindset, money, and behavior, because motivation fades, but systems change lives.